Hey, never show someone a crochet project you love unless you want them to immediately pick up a hook and start making it themselves. Because some of this project they are so good that your yarn stitch is about to become a problem. I have put together a list of the most beautiful crochet project out there right now. The kind that stop you mind scrolls, make you save the photo 3 times and then make you think, okay, I need to make the today. And I am not talking about basic dishcloth or beginner square. I'm talking about the stuff that look like it came from a store but can actually be made at home with a hook and some yarn. So let's get into it. But first, I want you to think about the last time you saw a crochet project and thought that's too hard for me, because by the end of this video I have a feeling you're going to look at some of this and realize they not as impossible as they hook. In fact, some of them are surprisingly beginner friendly. They just photograph really well. Okay, let's start with something that's been anywhere lately. The crochet bag, not just any bag, but those stretches chunky master style tootie bag that look like they belong in a summer edition shoot. You have seen them, the kind with thick cotton yarn, maybe a little jute mixed in with a simple but clean stitches pattern. They make the textures pop. These bags are seriously one of those projects where the finished result look way more complicated than the actual making of it. Most of them are just row of a single stitches, sometimes a moss stitches, sometimes just half double crochet. But when you work them up in a chunky neutral or warm earthy tone, the result is stunning. People on the street will ask you where you bought it, and you get it say I made it. That's never that's never get old. What makes crochet bag too satisfying to make is the speed. With thicker yarn and bigger hooks, you can have a finished bag in a weekend, sometimes even less. And once you make one, you will want to make them in every color I am wearing. You, you know. Next up, crochet cardigans, especially the oversized flowy ones with white sleeves and an open front. This has have been having a serious movement, and for good reasons. A well-made crochet cardigans is one of those pieces that feel handmade in the best possible way. You can see the love and the work that went into it. And when you wear one you made yourself, there's this quiet confidence that come with it. Like, yeah, I made my own clothes, no big deal. The most beautiful version. I have seen use a simple lace or shell stitches for the body, which give them that light any look without being too open or too clean. Soft yarn make a huge difference here. Sometimes some things with a little drop to it, not too stiff. Alpes blind are amazing for this. They give the cardigan this soft halo effect and make it look incredibly high end. And if you're worried about sizings, open cardigan pattern are very forgiving. You mostly need to get the length and slip measurement right. Then the rest kind of figure itself out. Now let's talk about something a little smaller but just as satisfying. Croatia's sun had especially the wide brimmed kind that you see at farmer market and beach days, made with raffia or Storian. These hats are genuinely one of the most impressive looking Croatia project you can make, and a lot of the pattern are easier than they look. You start from the loops of the crowns and work your way out in a spiral, increasing as you go until the brim is as wide as you want. The textures of Raphael yarn does most of the work for you. It just incredibly straight off the hook. Finish the brim with a ribbon or a little crochet flowers, and you have got something that honestly look like it's from a high-end accessory shop. The thing about this is hat is that they are a great project from warmer month, but people are also making them year round now as a well decor piece. hung on a hook in a bedroom or the living room. A beautiful crochet hat adds that really organic warm texture to a space. It's functional and decorative, which is kind of the dream. Moving on, crochet plant hanger and wall hanging. Okay, I know what you are thinking. Macrame has kind of the taking over the space, but crochet wall hanging are different, and I have to argue they even more interesting because you can do so much more with them in terms to stitches, variety, and textures. The most beautiful ones mix different stitches. Sometimes textures are at the top, maybe a little laces in the middle, and the long fringe or tassels hanging at the bottom. Add in some wooden rings or driftwood to hang it from, and you have got a pieces of wall art that generally look customs. This is are also great if you want to use up yarn from your stretch. Chunky natural tones work really well. Cream stands, warm gray, but I have also seen some incredible ones done in sage green or dusty pink that look like they belong in an interior designs magazine. And the thing is, you don't need a pattern to make something beautiful. A lot of crochet wall hanging are free form. You just play with stitches and textures. Until you like what you see. Let's talk about crochet flower for a second because they deserve their own spotlight. Not the stuff old fashioned looking ones. I'm talking about the new generations of crochet flower that are so realistic that people do a double. Take roses, sunflower, poppies, dahlias. All of can be made in crochet, and the best version are made with thin yarn or even thread with a small hook that gives them this delicate detail look. People are using this is for hair clip, brooches, bag, charm, and even farm art places where they arrange a bunch of different flowers together in a shadow booth. The effect is genuinely breathtaking. If you have never tried crochet flower before, start with a simple rose or a sunflower. There are so many free tutorials out there, and once you get the hang of working in the round with petals, you have a start seeing flowers and everything. You have looked at your yarn and think that could be a peony. Now I want to bring up something that might surprise you. Crochet top and crop top is specifically the kind that look like they were made for a summer look book. This is having a massive moment right now, and for good reasons. A well-made crochet top is cool in every season of the world. Lightweight, breathable, and so unique that no one else will have the someone. The most beautiful ones I have seen use a simple shell stitches or a V stitches. Work in fine cotton yarn in shade like white, cream, black, or warm teakwood. What makes this top so special is that crochet has the natural stitches and drip that work really well for fitted top. And because crochet inherently has little gap in the stitches, they are perfect for layering, cover, or tying or a bikini top. The finished product look high fashion, but most crochet top patterns are not actually that complicated once you break them down. A lot of them are a work that is rectangle or panels and then seam together, which means you have not even doing any complicated shaping. You are just making a rectangular and joining them. That is, the stitches pattern does all the heavy lifting. Let me also mention crochet blanket, but especially that kind that make you stop breathing for a second when you see them, not your average granny square through. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon and like the video, and don't forget to comment. Bye bye, take care.